And welcome to another lesson within SOLIDWORKS. In this lesson, I'm going to show you how to do an orthographic projection drawing of the beaker. We will aim to have an elevation, a plan, an end view, an isometric view, and I am also going to show you how to prepare a section view like this here. So, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to open up our old drawing, the blank drawing that we did at the start. So that is for me within my SOLIDWORKS lesson folder and blank drawing, and double click that to open it. So we have this saved. We do not have to go to our border and title block again. But if you remember, this is saved as blank drawing. I want to file and save this as our beaker drawing this time. So I will do that within lesson 3, and I will call this beaker and click save. I also want to change the name of the title block. So if you remember, to do that, I right click on the sheet and I go to edit sheet format, and that will allow me to double click into the text and type in beaker. I can confirm that then, and you might need to move it around a small bit. That's perfect there. So if you remember, our blue lines is they come up when we come into edit mode. I want to confirm that, and I am now back into non-edit mode. I cannot change the border or the title block. So we're all ready to go, and what I want you to do is go to view layout and go to model item, and I want you to go browse for the beaker. So for me, it is already open. I would click beaker and click open. Now let's see for the scale. The scale seems to be kind of small, so I can see here automatically that it may look quite small. So let's change this. Let's come down here and go to use custom scale, and let's see, 1:1 might be too big. So let's go to user defined, and let's go 1:1.5. So that would kind of be between the two scales that we did. And I'm going to click here, and that seems fairly okay. I'm happy enough with that. I want to go projected view, so I'm going to come below it then, and automatically it gives me a plan. I'm going to come out to the right, automatically it gives me an end view. And what I will do is maybe come up to the top left or top right. In reality, it's going to be the same. So I'm going to left click there. And there are the 3 main views that I want for the moment. You can still see that I am getting more views, but I will confirm that there. So I just want to move these around a small bit, and I want to bring this down like so. So we have our isometric view down here, and what we might do is put a few dimensions on this. Before I do this, I'm going to hit save to make sure my work is saved. I will go to annotation, and let's put in maybe the height of it, for example. If I undo that there, smart mention the height and come out, and maybe the overall diameter, for example. And yeah, I'm happy enough with that for the moment. Let's just change the height, the size of that text. So I can press and hold Control, which is the bottom left hand button on the keyboard, to select both of them at the same time. I'll go to Other, unclick Use Document Font, go to Font, and click 8 there, and click OK. And you can see that my text there is gone bigger. Okay. We can also change this a little bit. So for example, see the way we have 123.73, I might want to round that out just maybe to 123 or 124. If I select the text, you should have an option here to, within value, under primary value, to override the value. If I click that, this window should open. Let's put in 124 and confirm that, and that changes to 124 like that. I also want to put in a little bit of text in my elevation, plan, and end view. So I will go to Note and type in elevation, elevation, and double click that to make it bigger. And let's go size 20. Green click button to confirm that. Do this in plan as well. Note and plan, PLAN, and double click it to select it to make it size 20. Confirm that, and let's go to Note again and go to End View, and size 20 as well. Confirm that. Now I might just put a little space in between the end and the view there. Confirm that then. Maneuver that where I want it. So we're progressing on well. I'm going to hit the save button to make sure I don't lose my saved work. One more thing I want to show you in this is I want to show you a section view, which quite simply is showing a view of the object cut in half maybe. And the reason we would do this is to maybe show the wall thickness of the object. So within view layout, you have the option of section view. If you click that, a line will automatically appear in any of the views really. I want you to put a line maybe halfway in the end view. I'm going to left click and we have a number of options here. For the moment, I just want you to click OK. And you notice that we have a view that can come out and I'm going to place it on the right hand side. So left click like that. And we now have a section view. So if we zoom in here, for example, we can now see the wall thickness here, for example. So it just goes to show that we can add different views into our object. And maybe we're going to put our dimension on that. So I'm going to confirm that. I click the green tick button and I will go to annotation. I'll go to smart dimension. And for this, we want to show the wall thickness maybe. So you'll have to double click or click and two lines in the wall, and I obviously made my wall thickness at 5mm in my original drawing, and I'm going to left click there and confirm that. And one final thing I might do before I move on is change the size of that. So other use document font and size 8 if I remember correctly. Perfect. So I'm going to save that. That's my drawing done. And what I might do is, if I remember correctly, I think I changed the material to glass in the original drawing. So if I double click or if I click that and go to shade with edges, perfect. Yeah, I already have my glass there. So I'm happy with that. I'm going to save that and I am going to, no, I'm not going to close it. I'm going to save it as a PDF file. So file, save as, Adobe portable document format, and we'll leave it as Beaker and I'll click save. So I'm going to close this now, and if I go into my folder then, so on my desktop, Mr. Kerwin SolidWorks lessons, lesson 3, I now have 3 files. My original file, which is a SolidWorks part document, my SolidWorks drawing document, and my Beaker PDF file. Let's just double click that to show it to you. And that is my file ready to be emailed off to anyone if they need it. So that is the end of this lesson.